Sorry for you can see these lines on my face. What that is I'm using natural light to light this video. So that's going to be my little tip for today. I shot a video yesterday in the evening, do a little wrap up and did a little talking there. And I had used artificial light. Actually on a little road trip up Northern California. So I didn't bring any lights with me. So when that happens, you need to figure out a way to use some type of natural light to light your video. So this is a little tip. What I'm doing right now is behind the camera, I have the room, we're in a hotel room, I have the hotel room shades open and I moved close to the window and I'm using the natural light from the window to light my face. So when you're doing that, you have the camera right here in between the subject, which is me, and the natural light, which is behind the camera. So you can always use natural light to light your videos. I always recommend using some type of lighting source, even if it's artificial, if it's natural light. I know nowadays a lot of these cell phones have the ability to shoot in very minimal light. But if you've done that, you notice how grainy it is or how the image quality is not as sharp as you're used to. So that's the cause. You don't have enough light. Even though they say they can shoot in low light, it's always better to have some type of lighting source on your subject. And I love, actually, there's a whole movement that's been going on for years and years, ever since the invention of film, the natural light movement, as far as shooting film and video, stills, even still photos. So I love shooting with natural light and using the techniques of shooting with natural light. So do a Google search. Kodak had printed years ago a number of very good books about shooting with natural light, even some great pamphlets they printed if you want to read something small. But you can find out a lot of that natural light photography. That's what it's called. You can do a Google search. I might even do a whole new video on that now that it's coming back to my mind. It's something that I haven't done in years. I am kind of a photographer, but more I'm a videographer and cinematographer, shooting film, motion picture film, and video. Video is my primary what I shoot nowadays. But I do still take photos. And when I do take photos, I'm a big proponent of using natural light. It's some of the most pleasing to the eye images that you can get if you shoot those with natural light. You position your subject near the window so light can come in. Maybe you'll use a bounce guard to bounce some light back on the other side of their face. I'm obsessed actually with natural light photography. It's something that was really big in the early days of Kodak. You go back and you look at some of the great photos from the 60s and the 70s. Some of the iconic photos are natural light photos, natural light photography. And actually, to tell you the truth, I might get back into that a little bit as a hobby. I need a hobby. And the beautiful thing is about my hobby, if you do a photography-related hobby, for me, it's connected to what I talk to you guys about, acting, directing, and editing. So I probably will get back into natural light photography. But that's just my tip for today. Do some Google searching on natural light photography. It's really interesting. I mean, the styles, sometimes you'd have shadows on part of the person's face. Like even you can see behind me, it's mostly dipped in shadows. And you see these lines across my face. Those are the lines that are being created by the blinds that are softening the light coming into the room onto my face. So that's what those lines are. Those lines are lines created by the blind that's in between me and the sun and the window. So you wouldn't have those. You wouldn't want those unless you're trying to do something creative like I'm trying to do right now. So natural light photography, look it up. It might be something that is of interest to you. It can be used in your video because, like I said at the beginning of that, the tip, always use some type of lighting source when you're doing your photography. I know a lot of people try to do it. They just use the existing light that's available light. That's another technique, available light. But you can move available light in your rooms around and manipulate it. So even if you're just using available light, like a lamp, you can take a lamp and put it behind the camera or right out of frame of your subject to get more light on the subject. So you always want to use some type of lighting source with your video camera, no matter how great the low light capability is. The more light the camera has, the sharper your images will be, the better they'll look, the more professional they'll look. So that's my tip for today. I'm going to be heading back down to my area of California, which is near Los Angeles. Actually, it's in Pasadena. And probably won't see you guys tonight. I have some new videos I put up yesterday. Please go to my channel, check those out. Watch some of my playlists. I keep asking that. Thank you so much. Some people are watching it, and some people even sharing my playlists. So I do appreciate that. My watch time is slowly creeping up, but my subscribers I'm almost at 900. So I'm moving forward. If you hadn't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And thanks for stopping by and watching this live replay, if you didn't see the live version. So thank you, and I will see you again probably tomorrow morning, and well, tomorrow at noon I will be doing my live. I'm trying to decide now whether I'm going to start doing my lives here vertically or I'm going to keep doing them horizontally. I might start doing vertical, where I do answer my question and answers right here vertically. So I haven't decided yet. I think I will try one tomorrow, which is Sunday, a vertical live, as opposed to my horizontal lives that I have been doing for the past few weeks. So I'll probably see you here Sunday, answer some questions, and thanks for stopping by.